We leap through the space, beyond space. The skiffs navigate the labyrinth realm, and when we emerge, the safety and tranquility of the webway is ripped away. We step into mayhem, into war. Apocalypse rages on a galactic scale. Entire sectors expunged of life and erased from existence. The Ingir and their soulless Necrons fight with vigor. We have gods on our side.
Volcane!
The gods' words empower us, and we take on the Necrontyr with only a handful of warriors. Gontelar, always the quickest to the front, lifts his blade as it darts high.
Rust and perish!
What I see next is the wrath of divinity. His strike hits with a thunderous flash. Columns of light arcing from his blade in a line through the enemy's ranks. Each swing sends a shockwave of Empyrean energies, and Lanthralak the Swift earns himself a new title.
Abomination!
Lanthralak, the bane of death.
I will unmake each and every one of you!
Our fellow blade wraiths enter the fray. One kin, trident outstretched, pierces the earth and sends the Necrontyr howling to the core of the world below. At last, I raise my god blade, Wartrill. The halberd gleams in my grip, begging to be untethered. I liberate its quietude and join the fray.
Home is behind! Victory is ahead! Give them no mercy! Volcane!
They were blade masters, painters, artisans. Our ancient forebears took on every craft and excelled. They absorbed knowledge and experienced all that life had to offer. A freeing time that inevitably led to the fall.
Come, look at this.
Gontelar, never much for art, pores over the runes and glyphs. The icons tell how the gods sang compositions of wraithbone to shield us. They enchanted blades and manipulated the ebon earth to empower us. What mysteries and lessons have we forgotten since then?
They were conquerors.
These are not just stories of warfare.
What do you mean?
These runes reconcile deep wounds. After the war in heaven, our ancestors would have been gravely wounded by the destruction. This is an intimate process of healing, expressing love and sorrow through art.
That is a romantic cosmology.
You disagree?
They are records, heroisms, and mysteries.
They are also a process. They're as much for us as they were for themselves.
Process, record, whatever you will. We can go in circles on this, Benneruin. You brought me here because you felt there may be weapons to aid our cause.
Blades and spiritual weapons?
We are a dying race, Benneruin.
Which is why ancestry and hope are more important than ever. Gontelar? He cusps his elbow and winces at the joint of the armor. What is wrong? Blood and oil ooze from the joint. He looks at me with a self-effacing regret.
We should take this quest on a quicker foot.
The eel's bite.
The venom slows me.
We should move on.
We should move on.
Not yet. I wish to savor this moment.
Theater after theater, victory is assured. We cut a swath through the faceless hordes. Now, Lanthraloch stands over a Necron-tier lord.
Your legion is broken, Crypt Lord. Yield to your betters.
You're a petulant creature, aren't you?
Ha! Before that tongue of yours slips further, Necron-tier, use it well. Where does your sector's patron hide? Where is your Ingir host hiding?
You move quickly, little creature. You speed towards your doom.
Lanthraloch, do not speak with it.
Cold-hearted fool. Where is it?
Lanthraloch raises Rillis Lydian Trill to the enemy's forehead.
I have seen that your kind does not feel pain. Perhaps you do not know it yet.
You cannot imagine our suffering.
My lover takes the bait.
Ah, then let me reacquaint you. Innocence has left this galaxy, monster. Goodbye.
I will see you again soon, Lanthraloch.
He loses his temper and unleashes the blade's fury. If
Not a word.
Lanthraloch leaves the battlefield, frustrated and full of arrogance, the blade instills in him an unbridled power. But this... Lanthraloch, we should pursue their resurrection barge.
I will not chase them when their vampiric Ingir is within reach.
It is unwise to let them linger.
Let them linger. We'll have our decisive strike before long.
You are being hasty. We should scry the path.
We saw the path before. We are now walking it, Jairiella.
You brave, foolish soul. My kin feels such joy and pride. We feel more deeply than any other creature across the stars. We are wondrous, but also terrible. Will we always be such?
Jairiella?
Stop!
What is it?
I see something. That Necron-tier you felled. Mad with suffering. Cursed for eons. Creature will writhe in indignation, chanting curses at you.
And?
It will return.
Then we will put it in the ground. After their Ingir Star Eaters are extinguished, I will batter their empire and ours will thrive.
Why do you ignore my warnings? What is this bloodlust? Is it Cain?
Cain?
Is it?
No. I am my own man.
Then what?
I won't let these vipers deny me the chance to have sons and daughters. That is the desire that burns in my heart, which has been stolen by this war.
There will be time for such things.
This is how we make that time.
We approach the center of the amphitheater. The floor is a shifting nebula of rose and violet, punctuated with little white pops of light. It is like walking on a map of the galaxy. We rise onto the dais, basking in the glow of the captured sun above.
The tenses are confusing.
They were written by those in the moment and those who came after. With each step, the floor below pulses like ripples in a pond. A single shape beams at the middle of the amphitheatre, gold and ornate. Gontelar approaches it without reservation. It is the anvil of a god. This is it. This is where the smith god forged.
What is this?
Gontelar lowers to his knees and touches the anvil. Surrounding it are thousands of broken shards. He leans down and picks one up. It's a broken blade. Maybe they were discarded, faulty upon their craft.
Have you ever heard of gods making faulty blades? We will have to keep looking. There must be intact blades somewhere.
These ones present a more concerning problem.
Which is?
Who broke these?
I might have the answer.
The metallic abomination appears without fanfare or warning. It skulks up the steps.
Interlopers. Let this king express his appreciation for your visit.
Los Mura!
It lifts a phase axe, and the relic's long extinguished edge flashes to life.
You are impressed by broken relics and the toys of shattered gods. How far you've fallen.
Gontelar wastes no time. Like a caged chimera unleashed, his lightning reflexes carry him across the amphitheatre in a heartbeat. Spear in hand, he darts forward.
Reap and sow.
The fiend phases in and out of reality, assuming corporeal form for only an instant as it swings its blades.
A spear. Such a toy. Does your pantheon know you're playing with that?
Flee before...
The lash sends him catapulting across the amphitheatre and through a wall, and the monstrosity turns its attention to me. Gontelar! I reach into my robes and pull out my shuriken pistol. I release the shots into its frame, but it's not enough. It's an armoured engine of destruction, fluid like a phantasm.
I demand a fair contest.
You'll get none here. Our wars once burned the stars, and I am happy to continue the great conflagration. Such a pretender. Interesting.
What?
I never forget a face. Something familiar about this. Perhaps I've just killed so many of your kin, you're starting to look alike.
Your engrams are frail. The memories of a soulless machine past its prime.
We fight in a circle. The blades of Vol flashing like stars in a sea of night. The energies contained in the swords lend vigor to their wielders, and I see the orbit of the skies rotate over and over. 7 days and 7 nights we fight without rest, and the foes fall in droves before the arms of my king.
I tire of your insignificant defiance.
The Lord returns.
Then I will kill it again!
He doesn't see it. Lanthrilog the Swift is slowing. His face is pale. His sword blunt from the constant warfare.
There's that face again! Jeriella, smile! The stories we will have to tell the children! Songs will be sung of this day! Come, feed! Really, Unofficial feeds on your demise!
Yeah! My eyes are wide with worry. His strike hit, surely. But it was a mortal strike, not that of a god blade. The creature shrugs it off. Lanthralock, you...
It's fine. An inopportune parry.
Your blade.
We don't have time. For our children and the generations yet to come. Yes?
Yes. The sole might that we carry in our blades, Lanthralock's, is dimming. Something is wrong with the blade. He presses on through force of will and will alone. I try at several opportunities to get him to stop. He presses on. So do our enemies. And soon, they exploit our weakness.
More to Nefashara! Vitaila Saronath! Fortulianer! Vitailiska Henomanar!
It only takes one instant. A brief pause. My lip quivers, and my eyes shake with panic. Lanthralock! I race to Lanthralock and pull him close as the blade wraiths scramble to reassert themselves. Lanthralock, speak to me. He dies without a word. The Necron seize the opportunity, and they storm over us, trampling my kin. Lanthralock. I shake him, but he is gone. I look at Rilla's Lydian trill in his hand, and take notice of its mute glow. It quickly fades. A glamour. A temporary enchantment. Damn them. Damn the gods and their games. Even at times like these, they toy with us. I raise the blade to the sky, ready to curse it. And another vision. The constellation of a figure. A child. A young woman. She's... That's when I see it. On her hip. A familiar hilt. Rilla's Lydian trill. What is this?
Hi everyone, Colin here. Thank you so much for listening to this production of Agtrill, the Counterfeit Blade. Now, it's been a difficult few months. We've all felt it in one way or another. In light of this, I want to take a moment to give a deep personal thanks for myself, my family, and the other volunteers here at Cold Open Stories. We've been overwhelmed by this community and the support and kindness and generosity of each of you. Because of listeners like yourself, life is once again reaching a level of stability, and productions are coming back on for our audio dramas, short story anthology, and fast fiction contests. So just pausing for one moment, thank you. Really, thank you. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, this fan-made audio drama is part of an anthology series put on by Cold Open Stories. What we're doing could be called community theater set in the 41st millennium. On our website, you'll find unofficial stories set in the universe of Warhammer 40,000, and these include writing contests, submissions, and audio dramas where you, the listener, audition to play the parts. It's a great way to build community and share stories worth telling. Now, all levels of experience are welcomed, and these are fan productions, so whether you're a writer, an actor, or an enigmatic alien race fighting to stay alive, check us out on coldopenstories.com or on social media for the latest news. Agtrill, the Counterfeit Blade, was written by Colin DeGraff and edited by Stephen Rhodes. It was directed and produced by Colin DeGraff and includes music composed by Robert Renato Hack. You can find more of his music by looking up Officio Audiorum online. This series includes voices by Elizabeth Plant, Max Smith, Cara Langella, Philip Sacramento, and Nick Gossage. Now, a few more things here before I let you go. You know Patreon? We don't have one. We don't want one. The best way you can help is by sharing our stories in your network, as without a community, none of this is possible. So, tag a friend. I'm sure they'll be happy that you did. If you're feeling more generous, consider making a donation in your community. When you do, let us know and we'll update the charities page of coldopenstories.com. So please, help make a difference for a cause that you're passionate about. Last point now. We're on Discord. That's right, you can now chat with the Cold Open Stories team and the authors and voice actors from some of your favorite work. So, hey, it's free. Come join us. We'd love to have you. So in closing, thank you again for tuning in. Please help spread the signal, and we'll see you again soon.